Hello, this is Zachary Fontanelli, and I'm interviewing my father, Dean Joseph Fontanelli, for my DMA 135 interview project. Okay. Could you tell me how old you are?
I am 43 years old. Growing up was a lot different than it is today. I had a record player. There was no such thing as CDs. The internet didn't exist. Cell phones didn't exist. Back then, I could get on my bike and ride around for hours, and my parents wouldn't worry as long as I was home before it got dark. Even though I didn't have a cell phone, I couldn't get in touch with them. We had TV, and we actually did have cable. Cable isn't like today. There were 36 channels, and that's all cable was. Until probably like I was in my 20s before we started getting more cable boxes like you see today. And my first TV was this big, huge console TV that I put in my room, but the only thing I could do with it was we had a VCR, so I hooked up to VCR to watch movies.
How many siblings do you have?
I have two sisters, both older than me. My sister Nicole is married and lives in Delaware and has a son and a daughter. And my sister Vicky is married and lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see. I need to go through this now. I've been on 4 cruises in my life. First one, we went just to Nassau in the Bahamas. The second one, we went to Key West, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel. Third one was we went out of Long Beach, California, and went to Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta and Cabo San Lucas. And the fourth one I went out of Tampa, and that was to Grand Cayman again, and Cozumel, and Belize City in Belize, and then a little town in Mexico called Mahahual. We've been to Canada, to Niagara Falls. Been to Maine a couple of times. Upstate New York when I was younger. Let's see, Utah, out in Salt Lake City, spent a week out there. Chicago and the surrounding area for a week, I spent a week. Been out to San Diego for business. Been to Atlanta a couple of times. Cincinnati, Ohio. Of course, here in New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania. Been to North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Florida. Been to Disney. I visited Miami. My grandfather used to live just north of Miami in Boca Raton. And there are probably a couple other places in the U.S. I just recently, not just recently, 2 years ago I went back to college for the first time. I actually found it a lot easier now that I'm older to go to school. Maybe because I know more now than I did when I was 18, 19.
Have you run into any issues going back to school at your age?
Not so much issues. Like I said, it's relatively easy going back to school, for me anyway. I found it a little different, as never been to college before.
What's your major?
I am majoring in liberal arts, and I'm taking my last class this semester, and I graduate in May. Well, I do construction now, and I could basically design and build a house if I had to, except for the concrete work. So I can do electrical and plumbing, framing, roofing, sheetrock. I was a network administrator for 5 years. I was a facilities manager for a mid-sized biotech company where I designed their interior space, and the moves and changes, all that kind of stuff. Did help desk. Sold vacuums for a month once when I was much younger. So I can do a lot of things. Yes, I am married. I've been married 7 years now. My wife is Veronica. She works at Lockheed Martin. She has 3 children from her previous marriage, and I have 3 children from my previous marriage, so there's 6 of us. 6 children and 2 adults, so there's 8 of us.
Anything that you would like to say?
Nope, I think I'm done. Thank you very much.